Hello and welcome. I'm here at the art show at Passivant Community, and I am at the Creative Writing Table. And my name is Owen Miller, and I am here with
Alan Schneider.
Hi, Alan. Tell me a little bit about what you're sharing at your table here and what people should know about creative writing.
We have about 8 writers who are participants in the program here at in this building, and we have some very creative people whose names are listed over there, and whom I think you can see in the presentation here. And these people write homework, and we read them to each other in class, and sometimes we have to marvel at how well it's done. We have one writer that I particularly like, Nancy Smith, who is always writing just so beautifully, and so beautifully that her husband, Bob Smith, who's a Lutheran pastor, retired, is said to have read sermons that were written by his wife. Of course, they don't admit to that, but I think there's something. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, very, very good. All right, so Alan, who is the class for, and who can join the class? Can people join the class?
Yeah, any people who are resident here at Lutheran Senior Life can join the class. We've kept it at, we have about 7. We have room for 2 more in the class, and then the class would become unwieldy. So if you want to join, you can come and audit the class, just kind of sit there and listen to what's going on, and then make your choice whether you want to be with us or not. And several people have done that and decided it wasn't for them, but we've also got a couple who, in the recent past, have decided to join us. One of them is Robert Glue, who spent a lot of time in Africa with people who weren't eating well, and he did things in order that their diet improved and their water source improved, and he really left a lot of healthy people where there were a lot of sick people before, and he wrote about it.
Amazing. And then what encouragement would you give to people who are thinking about writing, who maybe, aren't an expert writer or don't have a background in writing, but maybe have the interest? What would you say to somebody to encourage them?
Well, none of us are professional writers, so we all came to the class with that kind of experience. We found out that we enjoy writing once we started to do it, and nobody is criticized. We all get to read our stuff in front of the class, and the class has been very supportive, and points out things that are good, and maybe 1 or 2 things that we think as a class could be improved, but that doesn't happen much. So it's mostly positive encouragement, and for that reason, people enjoy the class.
So, Alan, tell me a little bit about the writing class, and in particular, who is your teacher?
Our teacher's name is Elena, and she is went to college and studied writing, and right now she's a kindergarten teacher. So we don't start until kindergarten's over each day, which is about 4:15. But she provides the stimulation. She gives us certain topics, and she tells us about certain sentence structures that we might want to, or certain paragraph structures that we may want to use. So she's fun, and it's fun because most of us writers are older, and she's very young. So sometimes we have to explain to her the stuff that we old folks know, and she doesn't know.
Very good. And then what is the structure of the class? What could somebody expect who is coming for the first time? Could you talk about the class structure?
Okay, the class meets every other week at 4:15 p.m. And for one of the for one of the sessions, we bring in what we've written for the last week or two, based on topics that she gives us. So we generally write on those topics, but sometimes someone has an episode in their life that they'd like to write about, so they write about that, and we all read that. In the next session that we do, we don't bring in anything, but she said, "Here's the topic, write." And so for 7 minutes, we scribble and write, and it's amazing how well we do in that 7 minutes. And that's fun, trying to do well in 7 minutes. And some people don't get any inspiration in 7 minutes, but we get to do a second one on another topic, and they come through with that second.
Yeah, I've attended a class before, and I cannot believe just the uniqueness and perspective in the voices and the storytelling, and just I think what's interesting too is, even if you're somebody who maybe you don't have to have very unique experiences in life. Some people create from just their imagination, right?
Exactly that. It can be your experiential nature that you lived in the seashore and bugs attacked you one day. You can write about that. Or, as I've written about, I wrote a kind of a murder mystery that is all fiction. I just made it up out of my head. So both are available, and she also has us write poetry, and that can be from your experience, or it can be just something that you enjoy talking about.
Fantastic. Alan, thank you so much for your time today and for talking to us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All righty.